But if you guys want to look into the Hollywood sex trafficking ring, Keith Rainier was the guy, and he got caught, arrested, convicted, and charged for like all counts of sex trafficking children. And it's not in the news anywhere. It's not in anything. No one's talking about it, and for a reason, because they don't want to get. No one else wants to get caught up in it. So that's another reason why I think this WayFair thing isn't that true. Is since it's so well talked about. Like, look at the whole Epstein thing. It was barely got blown over. No one was talking about it. People want to talk about COVID and other things that was going on at the time. So it's the fact that this is so popular right now is one reason why I'm unsuspecting it. But the fact that it's just there's this website called The Index that if you go onto it, I'll show you a picture here in a second. If you go to WayFair and the SKU number, if you copy and paste it and put it in the index, it shows pictures of underage kids or just kids that they probably sex trafficking, and then they're all linked together. Because this is a whole big thing. And then one thing is Maxwell, she's British, which pretty much goes with Prince Andrew, who it's completely obvious that the Queen of England will do anything to save Prince Andrew since she's his favorite. I don't know if any of this is true, but it's something to think about because some of these things just don't add up. But one of the main things that all this pedophilia stuff started breaking out as soon as Maxwell got arrested. So is she talking to the cops? She's going to be. I mean, she's going to save herself. Is the Queen of England going to pull another Princess Diana? It's going to be a whole bunch of things that we have to consider. So I do think that if there is a conspiracy with WayFair, she has something to do with it. I think something that we definitely need to talk about and we need to look more into, that it just doesn't make sense why they're selling these pillows for so much and why because they have no answer for them. And I know it is a little stretch that sure someone could find the pillow's name and let's look for a missing kid report until they finally find one and just link it up and say, hey, that's what it is, and they can go out of their way just to do that. But they're still not giving any explanation why this costs that much, why a cabinet is $10,000, why a couch is $183K, but also the same GPS coordinates as Jeffrey Epstein's aisle. There's just a lot of things that could be a factor to this, a lot of things that doesn't make sense, and it's just something that I am starting to believe that it's true. Mainly if Maxwell wasn't arrested, I probably wouldn't think it's true. I probably just think it's just a coincidence, because I do love conspiracy theories, and I would love to do more of them if you guys would like, but it just doesn't add up with her getting arrested and all these people being pegged as pedophiles because she's gonna know they are. So why is she bringing this to the public? One thing about this conspiracy theory that kind of brings a little doubt onto me is that we found out about the mainstream media. This is not gonna be. The conspiracy theories didn't get started by the media. It was, I think, started on Twitter, but it's just something that's not gonna happen like that. Real conspiracy theories like Pizzagate, you sure have to look into because that's probably true. But as far as the WayFair, like I said, I'm like in between. There's a little bit yes, a little bit no. The main thing is just I don't know how. I just want to know why they're selling these cushions, these cabinets for the price that they're selling them for. One thing that is kind of creepy about the WayFair thing is they were selling kids paintings, and like the 12 by 12 was about 20 pounds. The 18 by 18 was 24 pounds. 4 by 24 is 28 pounds. And those are all average kids' weights when they're babies, and they're selling them for $20,000 a piece. Now, what's annoying is that all these things have been taken down by WayFair. So they denied this completely, but they've taken down all the pictures that were proven to be real. So who really knows what is exactly going on in this? Because even if they're not doing child trafficking, still that's a lot of money to be doing that. And one thing is that it could be because they're laundering money, saying they're selling these items and not shipping them anywhere, which they'd be making a lot of money, which would they need to do, how they're making this money they need to launder, would be because of child trafficking. And I really do, I don't know if I really do, but it's a lot of evidence is pointing towards it. It's just the sources aren't too reliable, but they make sense though. It's just what you want to believe, I guess. What also is kind of convenient for this is that the CEO of WayFair, who did step down, but he's also on the Federal Reserve Board of Directors. So he works for the Federal Reserve in Boston. So he has all ties to the government, all ties to other strong pedophiles in the world. And it just, I could go back and forth of why I don't believe it, but why I also do believe it. It's just so much proof. Because we all know that obviously there is a huge sex ring for underage kids in Hollywood and in the government. Prince Andrews, Trump, freaking almost anybody you could think of. And now I'm hearing Tom Hanks, but all these people are all connected and they all have high-ranking powers. And I just learned about the CEO of WayFair. He actually is the Federal Reserve, and it's just getting more and more. The more you dig down the rabbit hole, the more you learn, the more you kind of wish you didn't learn. The Shaw Family Foundation is huge into the Boys and Girls Club, and just like the Boy Scouts, there's just so much sexual abuse that goes on in the Boys and Girls Club, and with him being linked to that with the sexual abuse, now he has WayFair and he's the Federal Reserve in Boston. And if you guys do a quick Google search about trafficking in Boston, there's a lot of human trafficking that's going on, and in Boston where WayFair is. Like I said, there could be a lot of factors of what is going on. If you guys find anything new, let me know. Leave it in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about it. If you think this is true, if you think this is actually a thing. If you find out any more news, keep me updated, and I'll keep you guys updated. So if you enjoyed this video, which is a real fast one, this is my first one, just hit like and make sure you subscribe to me, and let me know how it was in general, because this was my first video of doing this. Until next time, guys, I will see you later.